screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. I hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I own every second that this road could give. I so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope there were these, and they all add up. And when the sun goes out, hope you raise your call. I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until the moment comes, I say, I did it all. I did it all. I own every second that this one could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Oh. Okay. Run.
Love the action.
Don't run around because you're needing your breath. Just.
Ya montado en serio. Hasta en América.
Do I leave this?
What do you think of the arrangement?
I think it's great. I really like it.
She sounds good, right?
Can you hear her? Yeah. All right, let's play. We don't have Hannah.
Hannah went to find Jonah.
Okay, so let's play the recession. Let's play trumpet. Everybody needs to play. Give me your D sound. you. Right? So we need to match. Okay, everybody? Can you hear each other? Can you
Yes.
hear yourself?
Yes.
Okay, let's do letter B. Letter B. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Are you ready, Ellie?
Yeah.
Letter B. B, B, B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good? Yep.
When we repeat, do we have to
No.
do it twice?
No.
Like when we come back, just we wait, right? Okay. Okay.
Hey, the sound.
That's only the beginning.
It's off because of.
No, I mean like at least you have the same weight with before.
Hola. No funciona.
Veces.
Mira, por ahí vienen todos. Todas las familias. Se me oye en el este.
You should be right there. Hey guys, since everybody's here, other than Valeria, when you're not playing, you will be sitting over there. You're not allowed to leave anywhere. The only time you're allowed to leave is to go to the restroom. Because you will miss your performance. That cannot happen. Okay, so you play in the beginning. After the national anthem, you could take your instruments and go back to the lobby over there. You will hang out over there, but you cannot leave the lobby. Yes,
Can we stay here and watch the ceremony?
you can stay here if you wish,
Yeah.
and you can go over there. You cannot. Once you go to the lobby, you cannot leave. Only for a restroom, and the restroom is right behind the desk. I will call you when it's necessary. That applies to you too. Okay, you will not leave. Okay, I'll call you when it's time to play I Live. After I Live, you can either stay or go back. Okay. Okay, let's try number one. How does it go? How does it go? Thank you. Okay, it's 9:30. Ah, representative. I love it. Okay, so let's be back at 8:15.
9, no, 10.
45. 9:45. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You could stay. You could hang out over there. Do you have enough stuff in there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You all said you can
Vamos.
You're what?
Aquí vamos, no sé,
Yeah, that's fine.
donde quieras.
Instruments,
Se me oye.
don't leave them out here. Take them home because it's too late.
Please remain standing while Tyler DePaul performs the United States National Anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Thank you, Tyler. That was wonderful. Good morning, students, parents, faculty, staff, and honored guests. My name is Matt Sipple, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023 at EF Academy, New York. Today is a day of celebration and reflection as we gather to recognize and honor the remarkable achievements of our graduates. These students have worked tirelessly to reach this moment, and they have accomplished so much during their time here at EF. From academic excellence to leadership to creativity and service, our graduates have excelled in all aspects of their education. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support and dedication of their teachers, parents, families, and friends who have encouraged and guided our graduates throughout their journey. Parents, we are especially grateful for your unwavering commitment to your children's education, and we thank you for entrusting us with their care and development. As we look to the future, we are filled with hope and optimism for what our graduates will accomplish in the years ahead. They are the leaders, innovators, and change makers of tomorrow, and we have no doubt that they will make a positive impact on our world. We are proud of everything they have accomplished thus far, and we cannot wait to see what they will do in the near future. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to call Dr. Kuskowski to the podium to deliver the head of school address. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear graduates of class of 2023, esteemed faculty, staff, families, guests, it is with great pride and joy I stand before you here on this very special day. This day is just as special to me as it is to you, perhaps more special than any other graduation ceremony I've been a part of before. My son Max is among graduates this year, so thank you. So my message today is not just as a head of school, but also as a lucky and a very proud parent. So here it goes. You have worked hard and persevered throughout unprecedented challenges throughout the past few years, from a global pandemic to the uncertainties of the world. Remember that learning is a lifelong process, and that knowledge and skills you have acquired during your academic journey thus far are only just the beginning. Use this foundation to continue growing, exploring, and discovering throughout your lives. Always be curious, embrace the opportunities for learning that come your way, and never forget that education is not just about achieving success, but about living a rich and fulfilling life. As famous American educator John Dewey once said, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. As you move on to the next phase of your lives, I urge you to hold on to the values we here at the EF Academy have worked so hard to instill in you. Always strive for excellence in everything you do. But do not forget the importance of kindness, empathy, and compassion. Be generous. As the 20th century French philosopher Simone Weil said, attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. So please, give your attention to things that matter, to the people around you, to the community you live in. And thank you, Ms. Ball, for sharing so generously this quote with me. Be curious, explore the world, and embrace diversity. Seek out opportunity to learn and grow, and never stop challenging yourself. Remember that you are the future of our world, that you have responsibility to make it a better place. Sadly, the world today is far from being a happy home to all humanity. with the wars raging in Sudan, Syria, middle of Europe, tension in in several parts of Asia, unrest in the Near East, the list goes on. So you have your work cut out for you, but I have full confidence in you. As global citizens, it is your duty to use your talents and skills to tackle the challenges facing our planet, from bringing peace to the world, to climate change, to social injustice. Use your education and experiences you've gained here to make a positive impact in the world. As I look out to you, to these bright, talented, and ambitious graduates, I am filled with hope and optimism for the future. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So do just that. Finally, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for making this community so vibrant, so dynamic, and the place that it is. You have enriched our lives with your unique perspectives, talents, and personalities. As you embark on your next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to stay connected with us and with each other. You always have a home here at EF Academy. Class of 2023. I'm confident that you will go on to achieve great things and make positive difference in the world. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I hope that you will always carry with you your memories, friendships, lessons you learned during your time here. Congratulations to you, the graduating class of 2023. Best of luck to you. And now it's my pleasure to call Mr. Shane Steffens, the president of EF Academy Board, to the podium for a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Kuskowski. I wanted to start off by first saying what an honor it is to be here to celebrate with you all for your remarkable success of graduating from EF Academy New York. I had the opportunity to work also with our schools in Oxford and in Pasadena, and just got back, or a couple of weeks ago, we had the celebration in Oxford, and it was equally inspiring to be a part of. So thank you for allowing me to join you today. I want to start off also by first acknowledging all the amazing staff and faculty that are here with us today, and for all the efforts that they put in throughout the year to make this, not only make this day so special, but make every day so special here. So I just want to take a moment and give a round of applause for I also want to address our parents here who, to give your child, as a parent of 4 children myself, to give your kids an opportunity like this, what a demonstration of love that is. What a demonstration of your commitment to their future. So I hope you would join me in also thanking all of the parents in this room and the parents that couldn't join us today. And for our graduates, I was sitting in a very similar seat about 25 years ago, and I can already tell you that you've accomplished much more than I had already done at that age. Many of you have traveled from quite far and bravely joined a world that you didn't even know what you were taking part in years ago. You've enrolled in challenging academic programs, and you have developed into young adults about to take on the world. So it's with that thought, I wanted to share a very quick piece of advice as you embark upon your next journey. And it's based on the idea, I don't know if folks have heard that Harvard's been doing a study into the secrets of happiness. And they've been doing this study for nearly 100 years. And they've been following individuals, and not only those individuals, but their descendants in for year after year after year, for I think it's about 84 years or so. And they ask them the same questions year after year after year, and then they do deep dives every 5 years. And they have taken all that data and all those questions, and they've basically boiled it down to one really important piece of advice that would relate to the secret of happiness for the future of your lives. Does anyone know what that is? All right. We said, Dr. Kruskowski said education is always ongoing. So here I'll share this piece of advice with you. They said, it boils down to having deep, meaningful relationships. Relationships really are the key to a successful and happy life. And that does not mean relationships are easy. I can imagine you've experienced that plenty of times over the last few years. They require empathy, they require curiosity, and they also require constant work and attention to make them work. But it is through that work that you find the fulfillment and happiness that comes through that. So as you are about to travel to the four winds and head off into those next steps, I want you to remember that and think about, when are you going to reunite with each other? When are you going to take that FaceTime call, even though you're really busy, just to say hi? Or when are you going to drop that text of support to one of your friends as they're going through something? Because your friends here that you have made will always know you in a way that is different than the friends that you will meet along the way. And so if you hold on to that, you will always have a sense of home. So with that, I want to also say congratulations for your remarkable success and best of wishes to your future adventures. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Steffens. And now it is my pleasure to call Mr. Brad Park to the podium to deliver the Graduate Profile Award for Global Citizenship.
Thank you. The graduation awards reflect the tenets of the EF Academy Graduate Profile. It is our hope and belief that all graduates of EF Academy are global citizens, leaders, learners, and scholars. The recipients of the Graduate Profile Awards for the EF Academy class of 2023 were chosen by the faculty and the administration. I am honored to present the Global Citizen Award. The EF Graduate Profile defines a global citizen as a student who considers alternative viewpoints, discusses conflicting perspectives respectfully, perseveres through challenges, makes a positive difference in the world, and appreciates the interconnectedness of all people. Mr. Markowitz notes of this year's recipient, when he leads class discussions, he enables others to understand their own views and the views of others in a new light. When he leads school-wide assemblies, he galvanizes the entire school community to grapple with some of the most vital issues facing our world. In contexts both large and small, he leads and inspires. Mr. O'Brien writes, he was a trooper in my class because I know that math is not a subject he finds interesting. He chimes in with very creative and interesting ideas in class. He is a hard worker and a phenomenal student. Dr. Turiel comments, he hears all viewpoints, considers all perspectives, and while his opinions are his own, he never falls victim to the temptation to dismiss others as immoral or less than. Above all, he has an innate and intense compassion for all living things, great and small. And if the next generation of world leaders can be anything like him, then I have a great deal of hope for the future. Ms. Nakroniva remarks, he was clearly not just interested in getting good grades. He genuinely wanted to understand the material and how it could be applied in the real world. Overall, he is a dedicated, curious, and open-minded young man. He always looks for ways to improve himself and expand his knowledge. Ms. Farney noted this student has always demonstrated a wisdom which belies his age. He is a warrior in his ability to persevere through what at times must feel like insurmountable challenges. He demonstrates his appreciation of the interconnectedness of all peoples daily in so many ways and is an agent of positive change for our world. Mr. Villari writes, this student cares an awful lot about you, about what you are going through, and he'll do what he can to help. And he cares about the injustices in the world, the unfairness, and again, he will do whatever is in his power to try and fix it. Seldom have I seen such respect for all human experiences in a young man and an eagerness to make things better. Mr. Giordano states he is one of the most compassionate students I have ever taught. No matter what the content he is learning, you can tell he is always looking through all the possible perspectives and how the actions of one can affect others. His work on campus to spread awareness for Ukraine has been astounding. He is working hard to keep his people in the minds of the world, and that alone is worthy of this award. And finally, I too had the pleasure of getting to know this year's recipient during the last 2 years. I agree with his other teachers' impressions, but I want to highlight a different quality. Though you might miss it initially, if you listen carefully, you will hear the student's incredibly witty sense of humor. That quality, combined with all the others noted, gives me hope, as he has proven in a community, big or small, calm or tumultuous, the ability to see the humor and laugh at himself will allow him to consider alternative viewpoints, discuss conflicting perspectives respectfully, persevere through challenges, make a positive difference in the world, and appreciate the interconnectedness of all people. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present this year's Global Citizenship Award to Artem Vezedenov. And now Mr. Hitchcock will present the Leadership Award.
Thank you, Brad. Today, I'm quite pleased to be able to present the EF Academy Leadership Award. The EF graduate profile describes a leader as one who accepts new responsibilities and challenges, stands up for the dignity of others, communicates with clarity, endeavors to protect our planet, and inspires and collaborates with others. Of this year's award winner, Mr. Giordano mentions, for the past 2 years, he has always gone out of his way to help classmates with projects, assignments, and questions. I always know when a topic is hard because for the next several class periods, all of the other students are sitting next to him. Ms. Kim says, this student's flexible and patient personality helped him endure challenges he faced and make progress all along the way. Ms. Park shares that this year's award winner was nominated by his peers to become an IB student leader, and I'm so happy he was. Even though he took physics HL and math HL, arguably the two hardest subjects at EF Academy, he showed up to every IB meeting with energy and positivity. He organized the IB Buddies program, he performed manual labor, and he led the group with a smile. If he doesn't like university, she says, she has a job for him as a full-time IB student leader. Mr. Neeson tells us that 3 years ago, I decided to have a day of additional math class that was 100% student-led, no teacher involvement at all. Concerned students wouldn't sustain their learning for a full 80 minutes on their own. He chose this student to be the student facilitator. He did an amazing job showing his leadership skills even back in 10th grade. Mr. Markowitz tells us that he leads by modeling dedication and scholarship to everyone in his orbit. Equally important, he leads by being a gifted listener. Like a diplomat, he's able to hear two opposing views and to balance them with a perfectly formulated, insightful question. And Miss Valentino says he's such an impressive student leader. He's dedicated, always striving for the next level of success for the student council program and for the benefit of others. He is not in it for himself, seeking neither title nor power, but simply because He has an amazing vision for what will be the best for the student body. He has been the backbone of the program and its successes. And Mr. Gibson says, not only is he a leader through his thoughtful engagement with others, but also is in his extensive knowledge and consumption of international snacks. And on a personal level, as his volleyball coach, I can honestly say that I can never ask for a better captain. So it's my pleasure to present the 2023 Student Leadership Award to Hiko Chen. And now Ms. Chapman will present the Learner Award.
All right, today it is my honor to present the Learner Award. According to the EF profile, the learner is someone who thinks critically and asks questions to deepen their understanding, finds joy in learning new skills and information, takes responsible risks to enhance learning, learns both independently and in groups, and finally accepts, reflects on, and learns from their mistakes. Mr. V says every single assignment she turns into IB Theater has been way over the limit of IB requirements. For instance, 30 pages instead of 20 pages for the doctoral notebook. Best of all, she is doing all of this because she cares about learning. Mr. Markowitz says she is motivated by her boundless curiosity and by a true desire to understand the world, how the world works, She knows intuitively that thinking critically is the art of asking the right question. Ms. Farney says she has a zeal for learning and that she will continue to open her mind and further deepen her understanding throughout her life. Happily, it will continue to bring her joy. She is the exemplary of a lifelong learner. Mr. G says she is always seeking for new knowledge and trying to understand the world around her. During his lessons, this student always asks questions. It's the questions that she asks after the lesson or during office hours that show him how introspective she really is. Miss Ortiz says learning is a journey that requires work. In the past 2 years, she has witnessed this young lady put in the work every day, often surpassing the requirements of her task. She's meticulous in everything she does. Mr. Bravone says she doesn't let anything hold her back. She is always full steam ahead, eager to, by the end of the day, be a little bit better and brighter than she is when she got up. And finally, as her other soccer coach, I want to add that not often do I have a student fracture her hip playing soccer in the final game, a game, I may add, we won. She has pure determination. It is my pleasure to give this award to Marie. And now Ms. Park will present the Scholar Award.
Good morning. According to the EF Learner Profile, a scholar is someone who engages with current events, gathers and synthesizes information across a variety of media, uses evolving technologies skillfully, pursues their passions, and thinks both analytically and imaginatively. Mr. Bavone says that this student brings two things with her to class every day, a smile and a mountain of enthusiasm. She is serious about her work, but not to the extent that she can't have a little fun along the way. Mrs. Farney says that this student's preparation for Harkness discussions is nothing short of amazing. She regularly blends her analytical and imaginative traits in her literary discourse and writing, and it is her disciplined study and strong work ethic that garners her scholarly proficiency. Ms. Ortiz tells us that this student is a ray of sunshine. In class, her enthusiasm for learning and making connections and comparisons between languages is contagious. Her questions and observations enhance the learning experience for everyone in class. And Ms. Ortiz says, I cannot be more proud of her. Mr. Markowitz says that this student has an intellectual vibrance that is contagious. She has the courage to raise important questions, the grit to struggle insightfully with these questions, and the humility to reflect on her own thinking. Most importantly, she models these virtues to everyone around her. Dr. Turiel tells us that he has rarely seen a student put so much of her soul into everything, her studies, her extracurriculars, her friends, and her family. She is a scholar in every sense of the word, and it is no exaggeration to say that he believes that whatever she ends up doing, she will change the world for the better. And Mr. G says this student brings energy and humor to every lesson. Her jokes at the start of class always set the table for the lesson. He believes she brings this energy and enthusiasm because she is truly passionate about learning. Also, he says you cannot talk about her without mentioning her chicken drawings. Picasso, Michelangelo, Van Gogh, and this student are the short list of all-time artists in the category of the chicken. And so it is my honor to present the Award of Scholar to Isabella Z. And now Ms. Edis will present the Scholastic Art Award.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you, Amy. It is with great pride that I announce that a member of EF Academy New York's graduating class of 2023 has received a National Silver Medal from the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards have been in existence since 1923. For 100 years, the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards have recognized some of America's most celebrated artists when they were teenagers. The Scholastic Awards have an esteemed group of alumni, which includes Andy Warhol, Ken Burns, Shabalala Self, Stephen King, Charles White, Joyce Carol Oates, and Kay Walkingstick. Our winner is amongst the 1% of the award recipients to win a national medal. This student has attended EF Academy New York for 4 years, meaning she joins a handful of students who have navigated EF pre, during, and post-pandemic. She exhibits talent in both choral music and in the visual arts, but it is with the visual arts that she has decided to concentrate in order to foster a lifelong passion and cultivate a subsequent creative career in the realm of art and design. She began her artistic journey at EF Academy, taking the challenging IGCSE Art and Design course. Her technical skills have always been impeccable. I always ask her, which K-pop star did you draw in colored pencil? But with each year, and most recently in higher level IB Visual Arts, this student has gained more and more confidence, trusting in her ability to craft her unique vision and fine-tune her artistic voice. One of this student's best attributes is her ability to listen and to receive constructive criticism, and then apply that feedback She always wants to improve. This openness and willingness to learn has been paramount to her success as an IB student. But more importantly, this will aid her as an artist, scholar, and overall human being. It has been my pleasure to impart wisdom along with constructive criticism and praise to her throughout the years. Please join me in congratulating the embodiment of openness and a true artistic talent, National Silver Medalist Soo-In Lee. And now Ms. Ortiz will present the Athlete of the Year Award.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor and privilege to present the award for Athlete of the Year. The American Heart Association defines athlete as one who participates in an organized team or individual sport that requires systematic training and regular competition against others and places a high premium on athletic excellence and achievement. I would like to focus on the words excellence and achievement, because the Athlete of the Year perfectly embodies these words. In these past 2 years, I've witnessed this individual become the heart of the girls' varsity soccer team, leading them by example in practices and in games. Her dedication and passion to the sport and care for the welfare of her teammates are admirable. This individual's excellence in team leadership was echoed by Coach Roach, who coached her in the girls' varsity basketball team. Coach Roach also described her as a caring communicator and diligent worker who always gave 110% both on and off the court. Furthermore, he stated that this athlete always played to win, but also worked as a team player who continuously helped others to play their best and made them feel included. Besides playing varsity soccer in the fall and varsity basketball on the winter, this athlete also participated in the soccer club in the spring. But that's not all. Her excellence in leadership goes beyond the field and the court. This year, this individual and another outstanding senior, Amanda Finardi, organized 2 blood drives at the school as part of their CAS project. Ms. Smith, our CAS coordinator, added that both students received a small scholarship for the drive because it's the most units of blood that have ever been collected at EF Academy. Saving lives is an accomplishment just as exceptional as being a rock star in the court or on the field. This magnificent individual is an inspiration. Therefore, the award for Athlete of the Year goes to Izaro Velasco Andres.
Thank you, and congratulations to our award recipients. Now it is time for our senior speaker to deliver the student address. Yoonjae Nam is from South Korea and has just completed her 3rd year at EF Academy, New York. During her time here, she has been involved in multiple clubs and activities, including the National Honor Society, the Student Ambassadors, TEDx, and the tennis team. Next year, Yoonjae will study mathematics at the University of Toronto, and we look forward to hearing about all of her many future accomplishments in the years to come. Please join me in welcoming Yoonjae Nam to the podium.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Okay. During the last 3 years at EF Academy, I have had 18 flights to and from John F. Kennedy International Airport. As somebody who hates flying more than anything else, I have no idea how I survived almost 270 hours in the air. But I think I somehow knew from the very beginning that no matter how long and stressful the flights were, I was going to feel incredibly safe and at home as soon as I arrived here on campus. This is a feeling that I'll miss the most when I leave today after graduation. Thornwood is not where we will come back to in the fall. Instead, our next destination might be LA, Boston, Tokyo, London, Brussels, Toronto, or somewhere we don't even know yet. Eventually, we'll stop buying round-trip tickets to JFK, and we definitely won't have to send our flight information to academy.ny@ef.com anymore. As excited as I am to begin a new chapter of my life, I'm also scared to lose this feeling of being at home, away from home, with the people who make this place special. What is special about EF is not the 5 different languages you hear in the hallways, but the fact that some of these languages start to sound familiar in your ears. The fact that despite the different backgrounds and cultures, we share so many great experiences and feel at home with each other. Today, we graduate, and I'm still not sure if I'll ever be able to find another community as diverse and inclusive as this place that I now call my second home. What's scarier to me is that I'm starting to miss EF more than I ever thought I could. For starters, I will definitely miss waking up on a nice Saturday morning to Mr. Park's email reminders for brunch check-in. If you're ever sad about leaving, just think about how much more time we will have in college without all the check-ins. Maybe I'll miss seeing my teachers on campus with their families and realizing that they have a life outside the classrooms. I might even miss evening study halls and going to my friends' rooms to quote-unquote study together. And I'm probably going to miss the eMart guy, who is literally one of the sweetest people I've ever met. More than anything else, I will miss being surrounded by people who make me feel less alone. When you see 7 other people in the study guide document at 11:48 p.m. the night before your big e-contest. When you ask your friends, did you finish that essay for history? And they respond with, I've not even started yet. That night, you sat in the lounge with your friends, talking about how you can't believe you're about to graduate. That night with a bonfire and s'mores. That night, you and your roommates could not stop laughing. That trip to New York City. That time we went, we ate, we laughed, we cried, we felt, and we saw. However, the endless possibilities after high school scare me just as much as the uncertainties do. It feels like I never had to choose, and suddenly it's all I have to do. But we will move on. We will make bad choices, hate ourselves for a little bit, and finally learn from our mistakes. If there's one thing I can tell you right now, it's that we will get through life's toughest challenges because we always have. As unbelievable as it sounds, that is how I feel right now with all of you. Inspired, grateful, scared, in love, and excited for the future that lies ahead of us. Now, on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates, I want to thank some of the people who have brought us here. Ms. Chapman was always here when we needed someone to talk to, and we learned from her that it's essential to take care of ourselves before anything else. Mrs. Park taught us IBDP seniors the importance of maintaining a balance between working towards unattainable IB standards and having a life. Mrs. Farney taught us how to appreciate good literature, and her classroom has always been a safe space for us to talk, share our ideas, and think as global citizens. Through Mr. Markowitz and Mr. J's TOK classes, we had the privilege of becoming more interesting individuals And at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. Finally, Mr. G made history a bit more fun with all his jokes. We all know they can sometimes be a hit or miss, but his reaction when his jokes didn't land definitely makes up for the bad ones. Special thanks to the UAA department for guiding us through the mysterious process of a college application, the counselors for helping us survive high school, and the RAs for making boarding at EF so much more fun. A big thank you to all teachers, administrators, staff, and our families. And thank you, class of 2023, and congratulations.
Thank you, Yunjae. That was wonderful. And now Paula Ibarra Lopez will perform I Lived, written by Ryan Tedder of One Republic. Paula.
I won't cry.
I hope when you take that job, you don't feel the fall. I hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. I hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. And only way you can know, you give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, I say, I did it all. I did it all. I own every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Now with every broken bone, I swear I live. I hope that you spend your days and they all out of. And when the sun goes down, hope you raise your call. I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until the moment comes, I say, I did it all. I did it all. I own every second that this world could give. I saw many places and things that I did. And with every broken bone, I swear I live. With every broken bone, I swear every broken bone. I swear I did it all. I did it all. I want every second that this world could give. So many places and things that I did, and with every broken bone, I swear we own every second that this world could give. Yeah, with so many places, the things that we did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear we live.
I love you guys.
Wow. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, musicians. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Fantastic. And now it is my pleasure to introduce this year's faculty speaker, Ms. Taryn Smith. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is completing her second year at EF Academy, New York. She made an immediate impact on our community with her infectious energy, positive attitude, and wonderful ideas, including bringing puppies to campus to work with students. Ms. Smith has also taken on the coordination of our CAS program and has single-handedly introduced escape room learning to our school. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Taryn Smith to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. So I was trying to think of some profound wisdom to impart to you all as part of this ceremony on your last day. And so, of course, I started reminiscing about all of the memories we've created over the past 2 years. And then I started thinking about the puppies and myself. And let's be honest, I think my students all know how easily I get sidetracked. There was so much that came to mind as I began to prepare for this speech. There's so many things I wanted to say, so many things that I'll miss. I could mention our classroom escape rooms and Oscar's ridiculous ability to guess a combination and break open the locks. I could mention the family of 5. We cultivated an advisory in our talks about everything from US geography to making fun of me for setting off the alarm while trying to cook bacon. I could mention the classroom competitions we did, loosely disguised as a way to practice different writing IB text types, and how I still can't believe that Mark dropped an egg from the cafeteria balcony without breaking. I could mention duty nights spent on 1A, chatting with Isabel or Namita about life in EF, while Roxana and Natalia snuggled Griffin. I could mention how much I love Sabrina's accent, especially when she says "meese." How sweet Paul and Ladina are together, playing mahjong with May and Sherry. Or sitting around a bonfire, listening to Issa play the guitar. I could mention so many other small moments that made me laugh or made me proud. There's genuinely something that I will miss about each one of you sitting here. But all of these things might not be at the forefront of your minds as you leave EF and head out on different paths. So I think it's important that I give you some advice for your futures. I wanted this advice to be relevant, though, so I asked for input from different students. Aria asked, how the hell do you manage your money? Seeing how Mr. Park has said that I could single-handedly keep Amazon in business, I might not be the best person to ask, but I'll try.
Having and making money is important, but so is hard work and organization and passion. I mean, yeah, maybe don't order Uber Eats 7 nights a week, but also don't pick a career based on money. As you go off to college, choose majors and hobbies that make you excited to continue learning and that make you happy. Doma said that anytime he came into my class that I was always happy and full of energy, and then that rubbed off on him. The secret to that is that I love my job and I love the people I'm surrounded by and get to help every day. Money is good, but at the end of the day, your happiness is most important. I also asked what my students were worried about when moving on to university in the future. Jonah said, I don't know, the whole thing seems like a mess to me. Well, Jonah, if by the whole thing you mean being an adult, yes, it is sometimes a mess, but not always. Life can be messy, but you also learn from those messes, like who is behind you helping and cheering you on, or how you are all so much stronger, both mentally and physically, and more resilient than you think you are. Your teachers already know that about you. Sebastian said that his time here has been an amazing experience and it will be so hard to wave goodbye after graduation. But moving on doesn't have to mean leaving everything behind. You will always carry your EF Academy memories and experiences with you. As you transition, as you have difficulties and questions, as you need advice, we are always here for you. EF Academy is your home, and you can always come home. As a teacher of English, my life kind of revolves around words. At an international school, you learn about languages, how to spell, what words to use, and most importantly, how to put words together to mean something. Our lives, yours and mine, revolve around words and actions, our ability to express ourselves, because our words are who we are. So when our words have meaning, our life has meaning. We learn as much about the world in school or from the way it is written in books or in the media as we do when we live it every day. And as the year comes to a close, you are now completely in control of your own personal story. You write your life's narrative from this point forward. Simply put, now you get to choose the words and actions that will shape your future. And this is important because your life outside EF will revolve around words as well, like how often you show gratitude, how often you refuse to communicate because you're angry or annoyed, how often you say yes, or how often you say no, how often you lie, how often you tell the truth, and how often you hold your tongue, or how often you speak up, especially when it counts. When you finally graduate at the end of the ceremony and leave here today, it will be your words and actions that define how the world out there sees you. And for those times, especially if and when words fail you, remember to be kind to one another and to yourselves, to be genuine, and to be passionate about what you believe in. We have been through so much together. And as my last gift to you, let me give you the best advice that I can think of. In my opinion, this is the real secret to life. It's one sentence to guide your way. It's only 7 words to remember from this long speech on your last day here. It's a phrase that I try to live my life by and something to remind yourselves of when you might be feeling nervous in a new place or in a new situation. Above everything else, I think the most important advice is leave people happier than you found them. You have certainly done that for me and for our EF community, and I will miss you all more than I can say. Good luck in your futures and in all that you try. Class of 2023, congratulations. We are so proud of you. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to call Mr. Jason Kirshner to the podium for the calling of the graduates.
All right. Yeah.
Andrea Alivernini. Alexandra Babitska. Marla Bear. Ban Rayon, graduating virtually. Andrew Byrne. Milka Blanco Cortés. Ladina Block. Mark Bluchla, graduating virtually. Alberto Bora. Zoya Burikova. Chen Kai. Chen Guangyan. Julia Chiang. June Chinchurreta Morales. Rebecca Cohen Blodaver. Oscar Correa Rojas. Samuel Daphner. Marta Dentelli. Dinh Dong Vũ. Egawa Yutaro. Namita Elmi. Fang Zutang. Amanda Fingerfinardi. Alicia Veronica Fircik. Josef Sebastian Walter Firnbach. María Luisa García Oramechea Valcarce. Alexandra Gavryusheva. Victoria Catarina Jackie. Taylor Mackenzie Gilbert. Leonard Graffa. Isabel Hafsa Strid. He Mei. Erik Jalom. Hong Jimin. Xu Wei-yi. Huang Brian Dracian. Hun Fengti. Madison Ray Hines. Paula Daniela Ibarra Lopez. Turan Islamli. Brandon Tyler Japal. Natalie Joseph. Gali Martin Jouini. Jian Jihu. Kang Samuel Jaewook. Karatsu Nobuhiko. Kato Taiga. Romeo Kelly. Gim Daniel Donghyun. Gim Haun. Gim Jiwan. Gim Suhyun. Kim Wan-hee. Melissa Leah Kina. Kinoshita Tomomi. Guo Ruichan. Maxim Kuskowski. Le Ba-la. Lee Dayun. Lee Suin. Joshua Alexander Linden, graduating virtually. Federico Pietro Giuseppe Lombardo. Marie Loetta. Olivia Zuzanna Łuszczewska. Lu Nguyen Tuong. Lawson Joshua Major. David Mantilla Jaramillo. Austin Cooper Margberger, graduating virtually. Matsushita Haruki, graduating virtually. Matsuzono Nanako. Domonkosh Adam Nagy. Nam Jaehan. Nam Yunje. Denis Nazarov. Katie Ann Nguyen. Nguyen Minh Hong. Nguyen Nhật Vy. Sophia Ni. Bak Myungjun. Pham Wang Bao Lao. Phan Duc Tân. Jonah Alexandra Pierre. Arya Michael Joseph Plechko. Valeria Prokhrova. Noriza Rahman. Francisca Stephanie Rauch. Erika Rizzo. Mariana Rodriguez Ruiz. Roxana Rogalski. Sakamoto Neina. Taiga Lucas Schumacher. Lucio Andrea Senesi Sonnenberg. Matei Mihai Sherban. Shun Yuan. Alexei Shibanov, graduating virtually. Carlos Silva Campo. Victor Shumunek, graduating virtually. Emilia Sophie Elizabeth Huestet. Ada Borgia Schönhaug. Jakub Solarski. Andrew Philip Stewart. Takayama Moka. Pablo Tamarit Pellicer. Zheng Leihui. Chan Sontan. Tong Chu Luan. Nibip Tooth. Usuda Risako. Artyom Vazedinov. Izaro Velasco Andueza. Lavish Vijayran. Natalia Maria Versaca. Claudia Tatum Wilson. Ernest Adam Winkler. Paul Andreas Volscheid. Lily Grace Wallishen. Wu Chun Yu. Kevin Changyu Xu. Xu Jiayu. Young Bruce. Isabella Zangirolami. Sabrina Zotti.
Where's this thing? Hold on. Right. Where is that thing?
Congratulations. Families and guests, please remain where you are until after the full recession of the graduates and faculty. You are warmly invited to join the reception in the gymnasium directly after this ceremony. Members of the class of 2023, please rise. Dr. Kuskowski, it is my honor to present to you the graduating class of 2023.
EF Academy Class of 2023, by the powers granted to me by the New York State Department of Education and by the EF Academy Board, I hereby confer unto you the titles and degrees as proclaimed hereon on this, the 20th day of May, 2023. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Esteemed faculty, staff, parents, and honored guests, I formally present to you EF Academy Class of 2023. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I know this was hard.